when it comes to sprucing up your home for anything, or, for yourself, for the holidays, whatever, our next guest has the perfect tips and tricks. Give it up for Heather Fox from Fox 12 and HGTV's Stay or Sell. Hello.
Hello.
I am loving everything on this table.
Do you like pink?
I like this shade. Yes, I do.
Blush.
Blush.
It's
yes.
blush. It's not like Pepto-Bismol.
No, oh my
right?
God, you literally just quoted Steel Magnolias. It's fantastic. But and I love stags, which we'll get to in just a second. Okay,
right.
But this is really, the theme of this is, instead of renovating, these are little things, right, that you can do to make a big difference.
I mean, okay, we're close to the holidays.
Yeah.
We're gonna have people in our houses, right? Family, friends.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just joking.
So what can you do with that? I mean, there's not a time, you can't like renovate your kitchen right now before Thanksgiving. Let's be honest, right? But like we could make some changes, just a few small things.
Okay, where are we starting? Pillows and throws.
Pillows and throws. So this is my favorite. This is the easiest. You just pick kind of a scheme. On a sofa, I like to say odd numbers are good for pillows. So maybe you have 2 on one side, 1 on the other side, and just pick some that go together. I like a few matching, but let's find things that complement each other. Find a new throw. I mean, it can make your whole space feel totally elevated.
And I know it doesn't have to be matchy-matchy, right? It does not.
No.
Okay. And I have found, even if pillows can make a big difference to make it seem like you did get a new couch, even if you didn't get a new couch.
You got it,
yep.
yeah. And open the throw up, just like have it kind of sprawled against your sofa.
Yeah.
It'll
Perfect.
feel totally new.
Okay, next. Oh, blush. Okay.
I mean, more blush. I kind of went with the little theme here.
Yeah.
Okay, so accessories. I think that let's talk about like Thanksgiving, right? Next week. You want to make your table look just kind of fresh and fun. I think that if you choose something kind of neutral, like these pinks, these greens, these are kind of the colors that can bring you into like the holiday season, right? But if you go with kind of these mauves and light greens, you can make it work from Thanksgiving until like January. You can just keep it out on your table. So kind of choosing these colors, these little stags, like you said.
Love, okay.
They're great. They can feel a little holiday, but like I have some cute little deer that I keep out year round.
Heather, I have a stag problem. I do, Heather. I have a severe, do you have stags in your store?
I do.
I can't come to your store.
Yeah.
I have a couple years ago, I have so many Christmas stags that but
make a little collection on your dining table.
Oh,
on
I
your
do,
island.
Heather.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. I have, but I don't have any gold stags.
Okay.
So that's where,
Yeah.
I know, audience, I'm seconds from just giving Heather my credit card.
Yeah.
But but I love this because you know what? This isn't overtly Christmas.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And it can take you through January.
Yeah, I mean, I have kids' life like so many of us do, and I just don't have time to like change things out every month. So I'm going to choose something November, December, January, maybe it even hangs on until February. Then we'll mix it up again later.
Okay, paint.
Paint. I think that paint is another thing that as we're talking about, I mean, maybe not for next week, right? But before like the holiday season, you have a New Year's party, paint. Huge differences can be made, right? Going either lighter, maybe you create an accent wall. There's these cool new textured paints that we have. So I think that that's another thing. Pretty simple, inexpensive, huge change.
Can I ask you a question on that?
Yeah.
Maybe like if you have I have an entryway that I almost emailed you about. I have an email, instead of paint, maybe could you do like a signature wallpaper little entryway?
Yes,
okay.
you can.
Because wallpaper's back,
Absolutely.
still back, right?
Wallpaper is back,
Okay, because we did a whole segment with Heather last time, so go look on YouTube for that.
Wallpaper everything.
Yeah.
Just wallpaper all of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen to Heather. She said it. Artwork.
Artwork is another thing, and I'm not talking about, I mean, there's some wonderful artists here. You can buy original art, right? But you can also buy these great little prints. I mean, these are $20. You can buy artwork. Of course, you can come to Foxville. But Target has really great stuff. And you know what's cool about Target? A lot of it is actually created in-house here in Minneapolis, so it's local to all of the Minneapolis people. A lot of that art, even though you're buying it in more mass, it's actually a local Minnesota artist that's creating it.
I love the Target boutique.
It's cool, right?
It's so good. It's so good.
But and something like this, you don't have to go big. You can do a large mat, a bigger frame. Target actually has really incredible frames as well.
Small furniture pieces, finally.
Yes, so that's another thing. Say you can't do a whole, renovation, a new bed, a new sofa. What about a new end table?
Yeah.
Yeah, something small that can really kind of make it feel elevated and new and.
Like a credenza. Are people still using credenzas?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. We did a credenza segment.
I'm like
remember
92.
That?
We did.
Yes,
That's right.
Yes.
My mom loves a credenza. I have one. I love it. Okay, we're not done. More with Heather, and Brad's going to join us. That's right. We're going to let Brad in this next segment. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everyone. I love this motif. Welcome back. Our buddies are back. We're back with Heather and now Brad. That's right. Woo! Brad's on the couch. It's the season to get some deals if you are in the market. Season of opportunity. Is that what we're kind of calling it?
Yes. So the rates went up a little bit, but I said so did the opportunity because the fall is always historically the best time to get a better deal.
Right.
Especially now. This last spring was insane. People were $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 above list, no inspection, no terms for the buyer. Now that is completely flipped. We have inspections, we have $5,000, $10,000 off of the list price. We have closing costs being paid. It's a whole different world, and everyone's a little sleepy right now. So I feel like people need to get out there and take a look.
Sleepy because competition is down right now.
Yeah.
Producer Ted was talking about that.
Yeah. Yep. So but that's good for buyers. That's good, right? So if there's a house listed right now and you're a buyer that's like, I'm okay with buying right now, and you think there's less inventory, go see it though, because the opportunity is crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this a good time for fixer-uppers?
You got
real, okay, I want to know about this one.
Yeah. Well, again, the same thing. You're able to like create some room, create a construction budget off of that discount instead of paying, again, $50,000 above. There goes your construction budget.
Yeah. What we found, we've purchased a lot of our renovations that we've done. We don't call them flips because that sounds dirty. We call them like renovations.
I like that.
Yeah,
Tasteful renovations.
Tasteful, yes. Flip does, yes. I like elevating that.
So we've purchased a lot of our homes that we decide to not flip but renovate.
Yeah.
This time of year, because a lot of buyers, they want to sell by the end of the year, so they're a little more motivated. They want to have that close date by the 31st of December.
Yeah, a lot of estate sales, things like that.
Let's talk about renovation. You say now is the time to plan. Why?
Well, it takes a long time, and I think that's surprising to most people. The planning portion of a renovation is, I would say for most of our clients, around 6 months, because you have to have an as-built drawing of your home, and then you need future plans. You need to choose what are your cabinets going to look like if you're doing some of that. What floor are you going to have? Yeah. There's a lot of planning in order for the renovation to go smoothly. Two
questions to dig into that. One, I've asked you a version of this every time, but it's a good reminder. What, in your experience, is the single most repeated mistake that renovators do?
Oh, that is a great question.
Thank you.
That renovators do?
Yeah. I think it's poor planning on the sake of the client. Yeah.
Oh, so it goes with your answer?
I really do. Yeah, I think it's that they don't understand how long it takes, so the timeline in their head is different than it is in reality. Yeah. And then sometimes if you don't have all that time to plan on the front end, you make quick decisions and kind of end up maybe regretting a few that you've made.
My card is telling me that costs have stabilized and timelines have normalized. But are we still seeing some material backlogging that we saw right after the pandemic?
It has shifted a little bit. Everybody heard about lumber and all those issues. A lot of that has gone away. The costs have come down a bit, stabilized is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And labor, people are looking for some work a little more than they were before. I think this is absolutely a time where things have gotten much more normalized, for sure.
Yeah, normal and stable.
Yeah.
That's a good way to say it.
Because I remember my brother-in-law, who's in plumbing, saying it was basically like $1 million for a stick. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yes. For lumber. I mean, it was that bad.
And it shifted from like lumber, now siding's a little slower here and there, but now we know to plan ahead. Like when the pandemic hit, no one knew this was coming, so we couldn't plan. Now we can plan. Planning.
Going back to you. So just to recap, before we go, 6 months. Give yourself
I think so. I really do. I feel like, Brad always says 3 to 6. I'm on the cautious side. Yeah. 6 months.
And then you always hear the joke, whatever they tell you, you add 3 months. Is that still?
Well, that's how you fix that. Because if there's ever a gray area for a customer, it's going to go to the builder. It's going to go, it's not going to go in your favor. So the more planning you do, you know exactly what your plan is, you know exactly what your design is. Mm-hmm. They're going to give you a bid for that exact thing. There's no gray area. So that's why more planning is better.
And that cliche won't be true.
It'll help a lot.
Go visit our friends at their shop in Edina and check them out online. The Foxwell, heatherfox.com. Go get those gold stags for me. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Thank you, guys. Oh, I love those shoes. Oh, my God.